Hey, cousin. Happy New Year. How's it going? You said so far no good. Everybody's still getting on my nerves. Still the same thing from last year. I'm tired. I know. That's why I'm here, all right? For those of you who don't know me, I am Marie Moses. I am a spiritual wellness practitioner. I am an energy healer and a transformative speaker. For those of you who do know me, what's cracking, kids? Y'all already know I'm here. And everybody knows me as their favorite cousin Ken Ken, and you can call me your favorite cousin Ken Ken too if you're just now running into me. But I am here to help y'all because I had heard that it's getting a little thick. And I'm hearing like the calm before the storm. A lot of you are, or not the calm before the storm before the calm. The storm before the calm. Flip it. It's going crazy right now, but it's not always going to be that way. So just relax. And today we're going to talk about grounding your energy because this is how you relax. I know a lot of times we hear a lot of these words, especially those of you that are going on a spiritual awakening. You will hear things about meditation, grounding. Hey, everybody just coming in. You hear all these things, right? And you're like, okay, what is this? What is all of this that people are talking about? I'm your favorite cousin Ken Ken, and I'm going to help you, and I'm going to make it real easy for you to understand. When I communicate, I like to communicate to where it's very effective and very clear for you to understand. Okay, that's how it works over here. So by the time you leave this live, you're going to know exactly what to do and exactly what's going on with you. That's the purpose of communication. Okay, so when it comes to grounding your energy, all you're doing is basically bringing your energy to the present. A lot of times we get stressed out by work, school, family, friends, business, whatever it is that you got going on in your life. And we get wrapped up in the day to day. So if you're always being pulled all these different directions, then just think of yourself being lifted off the ground. Okay? You're going all over the place. When you ground your energy, you're bringing yourself back to the present moment, right here and now. So you're always going to have things that you're going to need to do. There's always going to be people that need your attention. You're going to have things on your schedule. That's just life, okay? Life is always going to life. But it is your responsibility to be able to ground yourself in the present so that you can stay in the game. Remember, I'm your cousin Ken Ken. I'm going to help you stay in the game, okay? You have to decide how much is too much. If you know that you are feeling like it's too much, that's what I'm picking up. A lot of you are feeling like it's too much. Life can be too much. Hey, cousin. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, y'all. Life can be too much. Family can be too much. The bills is too much. Whatever is too much. Even, business owners out there, you got too much going on and all that. Look. When you feel that way, you have to pay attention to the way that you feel. This is not the old world. We already know that the shift has already happened. So we're in the new earth, okay? Now, the energy of this new planet, it is a higher frequency and is going to continue to raise and raise and raise and raise and elevate, okay? That means that we have to raise our vibration to be able to keep up. Working yourself into the ground is not going to work for you anymore. Putting all this stuff on your plate so that you can feel like you're making progress is not going to work for you anymore. You're going to have to be real with yourself about how you feel. And when it's too much, you have to learn how to pull back, okay? Pull your energy back. Ground in the present. Stop completely, and you have control. Now, those of us that come from working on corporate jobs, or some of you that still work on a job, you may feel like I can't. I'm here to tell you can. I don't want to hear it. Y'all know your favorite cousin. My name is what? It's Can. All right? You can. You can do whatever you want to do in this life. You can. So if you decide, I'm taking a break, guess what? You're going to take a break. But if you tell yourself, I cannot take a break, I got to keep going, then that's what you're going to continue to do. But you're going to hit a brick wall. You're going to hit a brick wall. And you're going to feel very stressed out and tired. You said, yeah, woman. Hey, cousin. If y'all means, y'all can come in here. This is the Lighthouse Women's Wellness Center, but I'm talking to men too. Just know that you are in control of your reality. Okay? You can do whatever it is that you want to do. So if there's a lot on your plate right now, or even mentally in your mind, if you have too many thoughts, you can decide, I'm not thinking about nothing right now. I'm not, I can't. I got to turn my brain off. And you can do that. You know how you shut down your computer at night? You shut off your TV? You shut things down, your electronics and all that stuff? You shut things down? You can do that. You can do that. So you decide, I'm going to shut my energy down. I'm not thinking about anything. I'm going to relax. And when you do that, you're going to start feeling much better. Okay? Now, when it comes to grounding, now that you have decided, I'm going to slow down, I'm going to take some things off my plate, I'm going to focus on myself. Now you have to have some things that you're going to do to keep you in the present moment. Cousin, this is so important. Your spiritual hygiene is so important right now. I'm telling you, especially for those of you that are awakening, you're ascending, you're growing. You do not have a choice. Dang. Y'all know I can't tell y'all what to do. I always be trying to tell y'all what to do, and I can't tell y'all what to do. But I'm telling you from experience. If you skip out on your spiritual wellness practice, you are going to feel terrible. That means your spiritual baths, your grounding, meditation, whatever it is that you do to release, stretching every day. Stretching is very important. You need to stretch your spine all the time. You have to do these things. And I think I need to start teaching more of the stuff that I do, because I really don't be talking about the things that I do. But you have to stretch every day. You have to stretch your body. And I'm telling you, there's a lot going on inside of your body. When you're going on a spiritual awakening, it's just not what you're doing, it's what Spirit's doing within you. So you're literally transforming. We know about the caterpillar that turns into the butterfly, okay? There's a lot going on that you're not in control of. All you do is surrender and allow Spirit to do what Spirit is going to do, okay? Now, once you do those things, you're going to feel much better. But stretching your body is very important, however you do it. Don't strain. I'm not saying strain. Just stretch. It can be gentle stretching. It could just be bending forward, touch your toes, all right? Wiggle your spine, all right? Stand back up straight, lean back, stretch it out, things like that throughout the day, whenever you can. This is very important, okay? Bring your energy back to the present. Because there are things that you can control, and there are things that are completely out of your control. You can't do nothing about it. Nothing. Okay, so pulling yourself into the present. There are some things that you cannot control. And it can become very stressful, especially when you're dealing with different people, different circumstances, things going on in your life. You have no control over them. But we want control because we're humans, all right? We are humans. We want control. That's just what it is. But you can't control these things. So what you have to do is ground yourself, come to the present moment, and remember why you're here. What are you doing here? What is your purpose here? If you don't know what you're here to do, I'm here to assist you with figuring out what you came here to do. Because life is more stressful when you don't know what you're doing and where you're going. You're just all over the place. So you need to know first who you are and what you came here to do. Then once you know who you are and what you came here to do, you have to ground in the present moment, knowing that you only control what you can control. All right? You only can control yourself. You cannot control other people. You cannot control other things. You only can control yourself and how you feel. And you can decide, this is how I'm going to feel. This is what I'm going to do. You can do that. Okay? You definitely can. So today I'm here to let you know it's very possible for you to have peace in the middle of chaos. It is. It is very possible for you to be going through all of these different things in your life and you still have peace. It's very, very possible. The way you do that is by you getting control of how you feel. You are in control of how you feel. There are always going to be things that are going to happen. There are always going to be circumstances, but you decide, this is how I'm going to interpret the situation. This is how I'm going to respond. Now, when we were younger, we had no control of ourselves, how we respond. If somebody make you mad, you ready to smack, crackle, and pop them. You know, you cussing people out and doing all this other stuff. When we were young, that was acceptable. Now we're older. And the older we get, we're supposed to be, I'll say, we're supposed to be able to regulate our emotions and how we feel. Many of us have not learned that. Our parents did not teach us how to do this. School is not teaching us how to do this. We don't know. And in fact, a lot of the adults that were in our life, they actually taught us how to be very aggressive, how to fight, how to, do a whole bunch of things that are not for our highest good. But remember, I told you that we are evolving. So we cannot respond the same way that our parents did. We have to do better. So calm down. Just relax. It's going to blow by. Remember, we were talking about the storm before the calm. So you could be going through a storm right now, but this is what I always tell the ladies in our private community. Just stay in the boat, because the storm is going on. There's a lot going on. But as long as you stay in the boat and remember that you are safe in the boat, then you're fine. Let the storm pass. But when we get outside of the boat, we try to jump out the boat, we try to save ourselves, we try to do all these other things. Okay, now you got a problem. You got a problem. And you're not going to feel good. So just relax. Just relax, okay? Now, let's talk about energy, grounding in the present moment. I have some things that I wrote down because there are some things that I feel like are absolutely necessary for your spiritual wellness if you want to stay calm during whatever situation you're going through. There are some things that you have to do daily. There are some things that you are going to have to do weekly. And there are some things that you're going to have to do on a monthly basis in order for your energy to be clean and clear. Listen, I'm not telling you what you have to do again. But if you do not have a practice, a routine every day, every week, and every month to cleanse your energy, you're not going to feel good. If you're rushing out there to work, but you're not taking care of yourself, that's not a good idea. Your spiritual hygiene is very important. Just like when you get up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you wash your face, you put on your clothes, you do all those things. That's important. You will not leave the house without taking a shower and changing your clothes. You're not going to put on the same thing you put on yesterday. Daily practices. Now, the first thing is silent time. In the morning, as soon as you wake up, make sure that you're spending your silent time by yourself. Spend that time 3, 4, 5 minutes, sit up in your bed, spend that quiet time just reflecting. That is your time to do your breath work, your 3-breath reset. Y'all know we talked about the 7-second 3-breath reset. And I have a video on that on my channel, how you reset your energy in the morning. All right. After you went to sleep, you rested. You want to make sure that you reset your energy before you even get out of the bed. It doesn't take long. You do not have to sit there for an hour like some yogi and all this other type of stuff. If you do that, that's fine. But you have to be realistic with your spiritual wellness goals, because if you're not going to keep up with it. It's just like anything else that you do in your life. If you set the bar way too high, you're not going to want to do it. You're going to be done with it. You're going to try to get away from it. So, like I say, take small steps. Small steps lead to big progress. So, do your 3-breath reset in the morning. The next thing, daily practice, sunbathing. Doesn't take long at all. This is not something that you have to do all day long. If you're sitting in your car, if you're in your house, wherever you are, sit still, find wherever the sun is, and sit in the sun. You do not have to sun gaze, and I don't recommend sun gazing, especially if you're beginning your spiritual wellness practice. Don't even worry about it, okay? Don't worry about it. But if you are going to sun gaze, you do that in the morning or in the evening. But just sunbathing, sitting in the sun, allowing your skin to connect with the sun energy, that is going to cleanse you. And if you feel like you're drawn to the sun, you just want to feel the sun on your face, on your skin, or whatever, just sit still for a few minutes. Take a deep breath, let the sun hit you, and then go on about your day. That's something you can do every single day. For those of you that work from home, move your desk in the front of the window so that you can always be in front of the sun. Then you don't even have to think about it. If you are out or whatever it is that you're doing, just make sure that you spend some time with the sun. Okay? It's very important. Now, next, frequencies. We all know that we're here raising our vibration. We're learning, we're growing, we're raising our frequency. So listen to frequencies. So 528 frequency, that's the love frequency. That's going to help you with healing your heart, which most people need. All people need, I will say. Listen to 528 frequency, or listen to 963, which is the higher awareness frequency. Just let it play in the background, turn it on, don't even think about it. You just let it play while you're doing whatever you're doing, while you're cooking, while you're walking, whatever it is. Just turn the frequencies on and just let them play in the background. All right. Now, if you go over to the Lighthouse Women of Virtue, you go to that channel, you will see a playlist. There are helpful books over there. There are also 2 frequencies over there that I find very helpful. If you listen to those, especially like when you're doing your spiritual baths, when you're cleaning your house and you're doing your cleansing, just turn the frequency on in the background. And this is something that I say you can do every day because it's not really hard to do. All you're doing is just turn the frequency on, you let it play in the background. All right. The next thing is aromatherapy. Aromatherapy is so powerful. Do not sleep on aromatherapy. It's very easy, like I said, but if you're busy, you're not thinking about the energy or your environment. You're just going in and out, doing whatever it is that you got to do. Make sure that you have the scenting in your home and on your body. So you can add essential oils in with your lotions or creams or whatever it is that you're using on your body. It's very important, especially like when you go to bed at night. Ladies, make sure you're putting that essential oil on. Perfume is cool, but perfume is not gonna do the job, okay? Fragrance is artificial. Essential oils are natural oils and fragrance that come from plants, and they heal us. And this is very simple. You just have to have a routine of doing these things. And men too. So put your essential oils on, or not really oils. I say mix it in with a butter, or a cream or something like that before you go to sleep at night. And just go to sleep and allow the oils to do what they do. You can also get you an oil burner or a wax melt burner and light that in your home. Light the candle and allow that energy to cleanse in your home. All right, so let's move on to weekly practices. Weekly spiritual wellness practices that you can do to help you to ground your energy. Number 1 is going to be washing your hair. I know that people get your hair done or whatever it is, you feel like, no, I'm not going to wash my hairstyle got to last and all those things. Let me tell you something. Your hair needs to stay clean at all times, especially if your hair is locked. It's no excuse because your energy is in your hair, okay? And you're picking up energy in your hair. Y'all know that, right? Okay. So especially the longer your hair gets, you got to keep your hair clean all the time. So wash your hair, scrub your head, massage it up, put your oils in your hair and everything, and just allow it to air dry weekly, every single week. This is men and women, not just women, men too. It's very important to keep your hair clean. Those of you that are spiritual, you have spiritual gifts. If your hair is dirty, you're going to be getting a lot of mixed signals, signals and interference if you're not cleansing your hair. So make sure that you cleanse your hair every week. The next thing, clean your environment. I know I shouldn't have to tell adults this, but I'm going to say it. Clean your environment. Every week, you should have a routine of cleaning your house, getting rid of things that you don't need, decluttering, all those things, washing your sheets, washing your pillowcases, all those things is very important for your energy, for your mental health too. When you go to sleep at night, you need to go to sleep on clean sheets. Clean white sheets if you can. So if you have red sheets, blue sheets, green sheets, black sheets, all the little cute color sheets and all that type of stuff, okay, I don't suggest it. You can do whatever you want to do, but I don't suggest it. White sheets or light color sheets, creams, the lighter colors. Not all the red and all that. Okay, now if you trying to set the mood and you trying to get out, whatever, then okay, go and buy you a sheet set or whatever. And then after whatever it is, you and your husband or you and your wife or whatever, put the white sheets back on the bed and a white comforter. All light. All right, this is definitely going to help with raising your vibration. Change your pillows. If you have been sleeping on the same pillow for 6 months, 1 year, those pillows need to go in the trash. Just toss them in the trash. Get rid of them. Excuse me. Sometimes we have to be reminded because, like I said, we're busy. All right. A lot of times you can get busy and you just don't remember. But it's very important for you to change the pillows. And they also have pillows that have copper inside of them. So put those pillows on your bed with the copper, and some that have bamboo and all these different, energies that will help to charge you while you're sleeping at night. So make sure that your bedding is clean. Make sure that your room is clean. Nothing on the floor, nothing out of place. It's very important. I know that you're saying, Ken, I'm busy, I don't have time. You do have time. You do. And like I said, if you are busy and you say, no, I don't have time, then you need to hire some help. If you at the point to where you're making enough, hire some help. Hire somebody to help you to keep your space clean, because this is not optional if you want to feel good, because as within, so without. If you have a junky environment, junky room, junky bathroom, junky kitchen, dishes in the sink, all these things, then you're not going to feel good. And it's a reflection of what's going on inside of you. So if you have things going on inside of you, then that's going to spill off in your environment, and it's going to be clutter everywhere. So you're going to have to take some time off. Say, I'm going to take care of this room today. I'm going to take care of this room tomorrow. Even if you have to do it room by room, day by day, if you can't do it all at one time. Or have some people come over to help you. If you got some people in your life that are supportive, say, hey, I need some help. Can you come over and help me clean up this room and organize these things? I used to do it all the time for my family, all the time, because I have family members that are like that. It's just everybody is not the most neat and organized, and I understand that, but I am very organized and neat, and everybody who knows me, they know that. So they'll be like, can you come over and help me? Or, I want to redecorate this room and I want to do this or that. Can you come help me? And I used to definitely go and help my people. I don't mind. I love it. You said, I thought I became OCD all of a sudden. I do this every week. Yeah. And you do become more sensitive. You definitely do. The more you evolve, your energy becomes so sensitive to smells, to, what you see, what you feel, and all these type of things. And if you are thrown off in any way, then it's not going to make you feel good inside. You're going to be feeling like, like it's dirty and it really ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I am. Like, it could be like the smallest things out of place. And I'm like, no, we got to get this in place. We got to get this organized. So I'm definitely right there with you. And I honestly have to check myself because, cousin, I could sweep every day, mop every day, vacuum every day. I could do all that stuff every single day. And it's not even necessary. It's just, in my mind, I'm always like, I need to keep it clean. I need to feel like it's clean all the time. So that's what I do. Okay. So that's the next thing. Let's see. So we got to clean your sheets. Oh, weekly routines. The next thing, read or listen to self-development books or podcasts or anybody that is helping you to grow. You do that on a weekly basis. You're not going to probably be able to read every single day because you're busy. So set realistic goals for yourself. If you're going to read, if that's one of your goals for this year, to read more books, then set a realistic goal of just reading one page a day. Honestly, just read one page. If you read one page every day, then one page every day, if you're reading a book that say is 200 pages or so, by the end of the year, that book is read. It's done. All right. This is how you get through a book. Most people don't get through an entire book, but if you really want to get through an entire book, then just set smaller goals for yourself that you know that you can accomplish. One page a day. Anybody can read one page a day, then you come back and read the next day. But if you feel like, you know what, I'm not a big reader, because most people are not, because we're so programmed and always online and on our electronics and things like that, then just set a realistic goal of listening to an audiobook every week. You can do 30 minutes a day just listening to a seminar or a podcast or something every day. You can do that, but you just have to find the time. So say while you're at the gym or while you're on your way to work, instead of listening to music, you turn on your podcast. And while you're getting dressed in the morning, instead of listening to music, you turn on your audiobook. These are all small tweaks that you can make that will help you to ground your energy, stay calm in the present. You're not thinking about the bills. You're not thinking about what's going on. You're not thinking about what's going on outside of you, because you're worried about yourself in the present moment. Not even really worried, but you're focusing on what you're doing at the moment. You're not really worried about the other things. This is very important. Do I need to say this is very important? It's very important, all right? So the next thing would be journaling. Y'all know how I feel about journaling. Please, 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 please journal. And like I said, it doesn't have to be every day, but you're in alignment with Spirit, so just allow Spirit to guide you. Whenever you feel like you need to journal, write in your journal. This is a form of release. So whatever it is that you're going through, you may not be able to talk to people or call anyone, but just write in your journal what you're going through, how you feel. Document your life experience. This is what I always say. Hold on. Okay, so document your life experience, because for no other reason, I feel like it would be the coolest thing to leave a journal to your children and your grandchildren. Okay, so just think about it that way. If you're like, no, I'm not a big journal type of person, I don't write much, type. Pull out your iPad, pull out your MacBook or whatever and type it up. But just leave behind your story, because you never know who you're going to be one day. You know, where you are right now is where you are right now, but you're going to continue to grow and evolve. So leave behind your story and let people know what you've been through, how you feel, and how life looks through your lens. Just leave that. And for healing purposes, it's going to help you to release, like I said. So you may not be able to afford to go to a therapist or a counselor or anything like that, but you have your journal, and there's no excuse. You have time to write in that journal. Just simply start off with how you feel for the day. You write down how you feel, what you're going through, what you've experienced. I always say 5 minutes a day. All you need is 5 minutes a day, or 5 minutes every other day, or weekly if you're just starting off. Remember to write in your journal at least once a week. The more you do this, you're going to develop a habit, and it's just going to be second nature. You're going to be filling up notebooks like me and my cousins. I'm tell you, we can write. We can write. One of our cousins told me she wrote 14 pages in one day, just writing. And that comes over time. You have to build that up. So when you first start off, it might be awkward. You might feel like, I don't know what to write about. You may feel like I need to write, but I don't know what to say. Just start writing. Just let it flow, and it's going to come to you, and you're going to feel much better, because everything that was in your head, you took it out of your head and now you put it on the paper. You want to plan. Don't put your plan in your head, put it on the paper. So therefore you can always go back to it and look at it. If everything is stored in your head, that's another reason why you don't feel good, because you got so much going on in here. If you think about all these little file folders that you got in your head, and they're spilling over with paper, just spilling over. You got too much information, too much that you don't need. A lot of information you have in your head you don't even need. Things you're thinking about, you're worried about, you don't need to be worried about. Let it go. Clean it out, shred it. Okay, do your own meditation, go through your mind, shred all the things that you don't need, and release and let it go. But this is something that you can do weekly. Okay, now moving on to monthly. Monthly, you already know, I told you about your spiritual baths. If you ain't taking your spiritual bath and you've been over here, I ain't got nothing else to say to you, okay? I have nothing else to say. Spiritual baths are so important, very, very important. Call them what you want. It's a salt bath. You need to take a bath. I know you want to get dressed in the morning and take off out the door, but you need to take a bath at least once a month, and you can do this. Make sure that you're using salt. You can use sea salt. You can use Himalayan sea salt. You can use Epsom salt. You can use essential oil blended salt or whatever it is that you use. But salt and a little bit of apple cider vinegar. You're going to say your prayers, put your intentions in the water while you're saying your prayers. Then you get in the water and soak for at least 10 to 20 minutes every month. Every month. And you can do that. Before you take a spiritual bath, make sure to take a shower like you normally would. Clean your body. This is the difference between a regular bath and a spiritual bath. You clean your body first, the intention for the bath, and the way you're doing it, because you're doing it like a ritual. This is a ritual. So, and I don't get scared. Don't get scared, because I know when people hear ritual, they think that, it's something scary, but it's just a routine. That's what a ritual is. It's just a routine. So I always say to remember to do your spiritual bath, look at the moon cycle. If ladies out there, if your cycle, your menstrual cycle is with the full moon, then you'll do your spiritual bath with the new moon. And if your menstrual cycle is with the new moon, then you'll do your spiritual bath with the full moon. You'll just flip it, whichever way it goes. So you'll remember to do your cleansing, okay? You said, what do you put in your water for a spiritual bath? So you'll use salt. Normally I do like 3 handfuls of salt. You pour it in your hand, and the salt that you use is whatever you have. I'm very simple. So you can use sea salt, Epsom salt, any type of salt. All right, just not that table salt, not that one. But use your salt and apple cider vinegar, 3 capfuls. So you pour in your salt, pour in your apple cider vinegar, mix it with your hand. Put your intention in the water for this water to cleanse any and all negative energy that no longer serves your highest good. This is how you cleanse your energy, from your body and your aura. All right, do that once a month. Once a month. Very important. The next thing is mopping your floors. Ladies, you got to mop the floors. You got to. You're welcome, cousin. You have to mop the floors. And I know that, like I said, a lot of times we get busy, so we say, I don't have time to clean. Even if you have a cleaner, somebody to come and clean your house or help you with cleaning your house, you got to mop the floors. At least the floor by the front door. If you have wood by the front door or whatever you have, tile, whatever, mop the floor there. Set the intention and the tone for your home. You can mop with the same sea salt, apple cider vinegar, essential oils. You need all 3 of those. You can put a cleanser in there if you want to, but you definitely want to, when you have that hot water in your mop bucket, when you put your oils and all your stuff in there, you should smell how good it is, okay? It should smell very good. Very, very good. Okay? And that steam coming up out that water, okay? Smell real good. You're mopping your floors with that. You have to have time to cleanse. Because if you don't, I don't know how many times I gotta say it. You ain't gonna feel good. So if you feeling like you overwhelmed right now, it's probably because you're not cleansing. Not on a regular basis. You may cleanse here and there. You might do a few things here and there, but not enough. You got to step it up. You got to step it up in 26 if you want to stay in the game. So, let's see what else I wrote down here. Oh, set your intentions monthly. That's another thing you want to do. Set your intentions for the month. Revisit your goals. Are you on track? If you're not on track, what do you need to do to get on track? You already know. I'm going to tell you about the food that you eat, the things that you're doing. All those things are very important. Do not work against yourself if you want to make progress. If you want to make progress, you're going to have your thoughts, your words, your actions, and your beliefs in alignment with your goals. If they're not in alignment with your goals, then you are working without faith. And I heard one of our cousins say this too. Faith without works is dead, but work without faith is also dead. So you can be doing a lot of work and doing all the things, but you don't necessarily believe that this is going to happen. It's not going to happen. And you're going to be working twice as hard because now you're just doing all this work, but you, in your heart, you don't really believe that you're going to be able to accomplish your goals. So this is the reason why doing this type of work is so important for your life purpose. It's very important. You said, what did you say about cleansing our hands? I don't think I said anything about cleansing your hands. I'm talking about cleansing your body for spiritual baths. Doing a complete cleanse on your whole entire body. But no. I mean, you can cleanse your hands, but that's not going to make a difference. Some people cleanse their feet. That's fine. Just cleanse your whole body once a month and you're going to be good. Spiritual cleanse. Every month. Do this for your children. If you have children, do this for your man if you have a man. But if your man is dedicated to an unhealthy lifestyle, you're going to be working against yourself again. I'm just saying, some men do not want help. They don't. They don't want to change. They don't want to eat better. They don't want to live better. So you're trying to help him to heal and cleanse. And he's telling you, no, I don't want that. No, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to take no bath. No, I ain't. Okay, he doing all that? You're going to have to decide if that's who you want to be with, all right? Because you're trying to move forward and become the greatest version of yourself, not just externally hitting your goals, internally too. So if you're trying to hit your goals, you're working on your spiritual wellness, but you have a man that's saying, no, I want to keep eating like this. I don't want to change. You're going to have to decide if you want to stay with him. You're going to have to decide. You said, okay, the body got, yes, cleanse the body. You said, so if we have a shower, can we do it out of a bowl or from head to toe? If all you have is a shower, just go and get you a bucket. Go to the Dollar Tree, dollar store, get one of them dollar buckets, with the handle, and use that bucket for your spiritual cleansing. So all that solution I just told you to put in the bathtub, you put it in the bucket. The salt, apple cider vinegar, you mix it same way. Do your prayers. If you don't know what prayer to say, Psalms 23 is very powerful. Psalms 27, say your Psalms, okay? You program in the water, and it's an affirmation for you to remember that you're protected and you're safe. Because a lot of times we feel like we have negative energy on us, and it's really because we just don't believe that we're safe. So then you attract these negative energies because you believe that you're not safe. So then they come and teach you a lesson. All right, so put it in the bucket. You dry that bucket out, and every month you use that same bucket to do your cleansing. You don't use it for nothing else but that, okay? Thank you. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the shares. Thank y'all for everything. Okay, so that's that. That's all I got here. It's my notes. And I'm glad I took notes because sometimes I get on here and I just be rambling. I said today I'm not going to be rambling. I'm not going to be talking all over the place. I'm going to be very direct and I'm going to help you all. But sometimes I need a little help with that because, I get a little long-winded. Okay, cousin, you're welcome. You are very welcome. I am here to support you. Thank you, cousin. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so the live replay will be on YouTube at the Lighthouse Women of Virtue. If you are watching this on YouTube, make sure you come over to TikTok and join me when I am live. Catch a live. And for those of you that need support, I know I told you all the things that are going to be helpful on your path, but sometimes you just need a little guidance. So join us in spiritual alignment class where you'll get your assignments every week for the next, hold on, I got 2 different programs I'm thinking about. So we have Discover Your Life Purpose, which is a 6-week program, and then the spiritual alignment class is 4 weeks. So for Discover Your Life Purpose, for 30 minutes a week, not a day, 30 minutes a week, I'm going to help you to discover your life purpose. And I'm going to give you everything that you need to know. So you don't have to guess what I need to do, this and that. I'm going to tell you everything. You're going to get your assignments once a week, and then you decide when and how you're going to do them. And spiritual alignment class is the same thing, but it's for 4 weeks. So every Sunday, you're going to receive your assignments, and then you decide how and when you're going to do them. So you won't have to guess, and you won't have to remember all the stuff that I just said, because I know I said a lot. It is a lot, but I'm here to support you, and there's a lot of resources here. You do have support. So I'm always going to offer you all to join Discover Your Life Purpose. Because if you are in a position to where, you're not really sure what's going on in your life, you're working on a job you don't enjoy, or you're overworking in your business and all those things, we need to get you in alignment with your assignment. You need to know what you came here to do. So join that program first. Then after that, join Spiritual Alignment class so that you can get in alignment with your assignment. So it's definitely different steps and different resources for you here. I'm not just talking. I have help for you. All right? Ladies, men, y'all know I love y'all, but I'm working with the ladies. Y'all already know how it is. Okay? Okay, I think that's it. Look how I wrote my notes, cousin. I woke up this morning, I said, oh, okay, I'm going live today. I just started jotting down my notes. Don't worry about it. We're going to get more professional. Thank you, cousin. Thank you for liking the live. Thank you all. Thank you all. I send you all lots of love and support. I am always here to help you. You are very welcome, cousin. You're very welcome. Thank you all. And I will see you all. Normally, I come on once a week. I know I come on once a week. But if not, you know where to find me. All right? Spiritual Alignment class or Discover Your Life Purpose. In Spiritual Alignment class, you join our private community and you can text me in there. So, yes, cousin. Yes, it is definitely time. It is time. All right, cousin. I love y'all so much. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.